Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. I done kept it real from the jump. I done kept it real from the jump. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here.
Looky, somebody heard the rookie. Call the bookies, place your bets. What the heck? They call me skeptic. The shoe fits, so I kept it. Your propaganda wrecked it. Here's your lesson. I'm not the one to mess with. Beast mode selected. Getting paper. Keeps my dick erected. And peak my methods. I've been elected. Bitch, I'm the boss.
So we getting technical now. You take it too far, you get hit with a technical file. My words are my weapons, that's why when I start spinning fast, it's like I pull a technical blow. I was a mom-minute child, but you is my specialty now. My aura too massive to ever go back to blending with the rest of the crowd. I'm not leaving, so y'all better get used to me. Have your mouth filled with the space for it too. Should be putting in work, you would think it was two of me. Only compete with the man that I used to be. Thought it looked wrong, but you watching me cook now. No more advice for the atheist cook out. That's your proof and you pulling the book out. What I pull out, told you to look out.
Yeah, we told you out to look out. Yeah, we told you out to look out. We told you out to look out. Yeah, look out. We told you out to look out. Yeah, look out.
Yeah. This is for all you non-philosophizing black sheep, unwelcome, pushed to the side motherfuckers like me.
Fuck what they say. Gang, atheist your way. Yeah. Fuck what they say. Gang, atheist your way. Let's get down to business. These bitches got glitches. And you thought you'd dismiss us? Nah. Now I'm laughing in stitches. See, the problem be, it'll be a tragic travesty to come after me. So just know this is how we get down. Respect that shit like a pronoun, bitch. Yeah, fuck what they say. Gang, atheist your way. Yeah. And fuck what they say, gang, atheist your way. Yeah, fuck what they say, gang, atheist your way. Yeah, fuck what they say, gang, atheist your way.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Atheist Network group. We are live. Your boy Oz is with you as usual. And the always beautiful Jenna. How are you?
I am doing pretty damn good being here. I am pretty damn good. I'm excited tonight, actually. This is fun. I love when we do this shit. This is exciting.
This is what the fuck we do. Tang gang. It's what the fuck we do.
Yeah.
Atheist, sorry, I'm gonna get going. But just a couple announcements here, and then we'll get the proceeding this evening. You know how we do. First, well, I guess I'll talk about the weekend first. I had my official first like true hip hop concert / album release DJ.
It was hot.
Gig,
so hot.
And it was one of the two moments I remember performing live when the set was, I literally felt like I was high. It was fucking nuts. And the entire fucking club, the entire fucking venue was on their, it was fucking crazy. The whole set, we did 20-25 minutes and the whole fucking set was hype. It was bananas. So everybody that messaged me and whatever, thank you. Yes, it was definitely a success for our crew. But I had texted Jenna when I got there, and there was supposed to be one other DJ that couldn't show up, didn't show up, whatever. And he was like, "Hey, dog," the guy that was coordinating putting on an event, he was like, "You mind spinning records all night?" And I was like, I mean, you don't really have to ask me twice, but I don't know their music the way I know our music. So it went from a 30-minute set, max 30-minute set that I was ready for, to what ended up being 7 hours, just DJing, fucking playing music, jamming out with a bunch of hip hop.
No, I don't appreciate this. You're being too modest. He fucking killed it. He fucking killed it for 6-7 hours DJing all night for the club by himself. He fucking killed it, babe. You should be proud.
Thank you. And
you're welcome.
It was it was badass. And I just realized I did not upload the thumbnails for the other shits coming up, so I'll just announce it because I uploaded it under what's your story? Not here. But coming up, we have 2 shows. So Inc. Well, rewind. Tomorrow night. One of my old heroes when I was a Christian hip hop artist. He and another gentleman started a Christian group titled Cross Movement. And it was actually he and the group that kind of inspired me or motivated me to really dig into.
That's not it. That's a background. I'm sorry. Fucking shit up. Excuse me. Continue while I load the right thing.
I'm on one tonight, y'all, just so you know. But
okay.
He and his group, they're the first time like listening to their music. Yes, in hip hop music, they were talking about eisegesis, exegesis, atonement. There we go. And all these things. And I was like, what the fuck are these words they're talking about? What are these words? And it was studying these words and figuring out what it meant, at that time, what I felt like it was supposed to mean to my life. But anyway, this guy was like a hero of mine as a Christian, Brady, and his hip hop name, his stage name, Fanatic.
I'm looking forward to this. This is exciting.
Fanatic. And if you don't know, I think most people know, but I'd started a group very similar to Cross Movement. We never, quite hit the ranks that Cross Movement did, but they were a great motivation of not just myself, but the entire group. And it's going to be interesting because Brady and I are now sitting on the other side of the table. We both left the faith. Brady walked away within the last year or so, and made an announcement, and it's caught a lot of shit, in the Christian community, especially as bold of a stance and positions they took, and they definitely preached eternity and heaven and hell and and all that. So that's going to be a crazy interview. And then Jenna will be joining me, and then obviously the element of being a minority within a minority. Being an atheist in the Black community is not nearly as simple or easy as I think sometimes people assume. It's a whole Black culture and Black Christian culture. They're so intertwined and so almost dependent on each other, depending on the family and the area and things like that. That there's gonna be a lot of cool dynamics and diversity in there. So I'm excited for tomorrow.
I have my questions.
Oh, I'm sure. I got some minds. And we might even play a song or two that I still remember, not all, but a lot of the words to, that like really pushed me into, like, I remember there after that there was like nights where I spent like 6, 7, 8 hours just cross-referencing, the Bible and all these different I just lost the name of it, but all these different cross reference books and materials and
Mhm.
they motivated me. He motivated me to do that shit. So now he has to stand account. No, I'm just kidding. But it's going to be good. And then the following Monday would be the 3rd, I believe it is.
I believe so.
It's going down. It's going down. Aunt Kathy and I are going to have a little session of what's your story, and I can almost guarantee you there's going to be tears here on this one. But and I told Aunt Kathy, this day she was on my mind, and I texted her and I said, hey, first of all, I want to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you, and I've been thinking about you today, and I wanted to know if you're up to doing an episode of What's Your Story, because she obviously took some time off. I can't remember how long it was, how many months it was.
Mhm.
Relaunched her show, and she's come out even more healthy than before. And I think that time off did her a lot of good, and I want to talk about that because sometimes we need to sometimes we just need to hit that pause button, Jenna, and you've done that, and I've told you, I'm proud of you for hitting the pause button, and sometimes you just need to give yourself a break. So I'm looking forward to that. And then as far as what we have officially scheduled, this last one's just going to be just some fun shit. And I think it's on the 17th. It's going to be an episode. I created this one, so because you have to see the picture.
You have to see.
You have to see the picture. Let me take maybe let me take.
Away, I be killing it on them thumbnail games. Them thumbnail games. Be killing it, girl. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you can always tell when Jenna's made the thumbnail and when I've made when I make it, it looks like a kindergartner used Fisher Price toys to put the thumbnail together, and it's like, what the fuck? Did this person even know? Does this person even know what a computer is? Like, what the?
Oh Lord, I will say just to issue more of the announcements while you look for that, so we can move forward. But this Wednesday, no, let me stop there. Lay your hands. No, I'm just kidding. Esther's, or the Afro-humanist, we all know her, Esther, recently lost her father. And so we are running a support stream for her to support, sponsoring her GoFundMe to raise some money to help assist in burying her dad. And so we're going to run a live stream. It's not up yet. I will have that uploaded either later tonight or tomorrow. But that's going to go live this Tuesday evening, same time as usual, just to help support in that for her to help, bury her father. Because, there's a lot of ugly with her, obviously being an atheist in her family of believers. So, but she, of course, wants to do the right to her dad. And so we want to help and support that. And then Wednesday, of course, at 12 noon Eastern, Aunt Kathy has another episode with Shane Billowitz. It's going to be
yeah. See, this is why I shouldn't do this shit alone, because I forget about everything. But yeah, and those are Wednesdays at noon o'clock Eastern time every other Wednesday. Be there, don't be there, but you should be there. And that'll be a good time Tuesday night. But that's we love our people. We love our community. The people that we get to decide as family. 10 gang. Also, Jesus is a myth. And also, boom roasted. Anyway, I have the thumbnail. So
okay.
I believe it's the 17th. It's on the YouTubes. But Biddy couldn't hang out with us during my birthday celebration just because we do live on a flat Earth. Just in case you guys forgot, And she lives on the far upper right corner of the flat Earth.
Canada, they call it Canada.
Canadian and they don't get interwebsers up there.
Nothing.
Well, let's say they get it, but once there's more than like 2 or 3 people in the stream, the flat Earth says "fuck you" where she lives. She's like, "Fuck you, you don't get to stream." So on the 17th, we're gonna have another round of whiskey, scotch, and cigars, but this is just gonna be Big Bro, Little Sis, Biddy, and Oz edition, and we're gonna party and bullshit and party and frankly, I just miss streaming with Biddy. That's Little Sis, man. And so we're gonna talk that shit, have some fun, and do what we do. And then I have to point this out because last time I had to because somebody asked. The picture on the left, last Halloween, Biddy decided it was a fantastic idea to dress up as Oz on Halloween. So that's the picture you see there. So thank you, Biddy, for
It's adorable.
great representation. But yeah, I think that's it. Without anything else, baby?
No, that's the show. We've spent an hour talking about announcements.
Cool. All right.
That's
Well,
the show.
everybody, thanks for joining us. You don't even know why we did this tonight, so we'll
Just kidding. Fuck that.
we'll talk to each other later. See ya. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Get Momma Deb in here.
I'm
Get Uncle Beck in here.
kidding. So everyone hanging out, just so you know, the rest of this stream is all about Deb's channel, and obviously Uncle Beck is helping a lot, in the back end and getting everything kickstarted and everything, but is growing the viewership there because the typical or the usual topic there is around mental health and life, living life with that, not around it, with it, and how we manage and navigate and that kind of thing. And if you're familiar with Tengang, that's very important to us. And so we want to help to promote and endorse and get as many people connected with those type of communities as possible. So without further ado, hold on, I have to cue my soundboard. Hold on.
Yes.
I have to cue the soundboard. Everybody, welcome Momma Deb and Uncle Beck.
Hello, y'all. Hello.
Yes,
Guys. How the
Welcome.
fuck is everybody?
Fucking good. And yes, we are 10 subs away just in the last hour alone of announcing announcements that you are away from 100, Momma Deb.
Oh my god. I'm like so overwhelmed right now.
Fuck it, let's just shoot for 2 tonight. We can do it. Let's just shoot for 2.
Hold on, we're 10. We're even number away, and that's how my ADHD brain works. And
That's right.
train, and there's a train coming by my apartment, so we're gonna play music.
Okay.
I didn't drink.
2 is even.
Bang it on the alcohol. All right, that was a short train. Thank
That was a short
thank
train.
God. Oh, hold on.
Got it.
Hold on.
Oh.
We have another guest.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Ooh.
We have another guest.
We're knocking at the door.
Kathy.
Who that is?
It is the one, the only student, Dr. Ben.
What's up? I had to pop in because Momma Deb's first ever appearance on the YouTubes was on my Twitch channel. So I take full credit in discovering her, and I have zero regrets because the second I had her on, so this is a fun story because Jenna was here for this, and I take full responsibility. So Deb was in my trivia, and I had already seen Deb's channel. I knew what she was about. She had been with us a few times, and I was like, hey, this woman needs more views. She deserves a platform. And so strategically, I did not plant Jenna there. Jenna showed up on her own accord. She showed up whenever she wanted to, because she does. And Momma Deb happened to be on my channel. And so at that time, I noticed that Jenna was in the chat. And I said, hey, Jenna, I know you like to talk about mental health on Tang. And I think you should check out Momma Deb because she does some great shit. And so, and then Jenna, made that connection happen.
And I did. And we had her on the show, a couple months back for an episode of Being Comfortable with the Uncomfortable, because that month was mental health awareness month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I feel responsible for this connection, but I also have no regrets because it's been a beautiful, beautiful friendship that has blossomed between all of you and I.
Fuck yeah.
Love it.
And
I love
having more, motherly, what do you call it?
Figures.
Thank you. I can't think right now. Motherly figures. And I appreciate because, obviously there isn't enough channels that are, atheist related, more or less, that have a lot of these discussions of mental health, because that should be normalized and should be encouraged and minimize that stigmatism, because, if not but many of us go through certain levels of that. And Dr. Ben is the only person I will allow to strong arm and shame me to death in live chat to get someone on this fucking show. And I'm
well, Deb deserves it, and I don't shill for like everybody to go on shows, but like if someone deserves a spot, like and everyone that has met Deb, and she's gonna cry, and I'm okay with allowing this to happen because she deserves it. But
she cries every time.
Everyone that has been on a stream with Deb has felt the same way, that Deb needs more subscribers. Deb needs her voice heard. And so you got to stop denying it for yourself, Deb, because the rest of us believe in you. And so you need to believe in yourself too.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's the only reason why you're here, is because everyone believes in you.
Thank you so much, you guys. I mean, like, the whole reason, is it okay for me to talk right now, or should we wait a little bit?
This is your show, girl.
Okay.
You do what you want.
I think the whole reason that I started the channel that I did was because I struggled so hard. I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder when I was 15, but none of my parental figures realized this was an actual issue. And it wasn't until I was 30, 15 years later, that I got on medication. I'm like, holy fuck, my life is so much better now that I'm medicated. My God. And I just want for those people who are struggling with mental health to realize there are people out there who have walked the struggle before. And there are people out there who are willing to put a hand out and say, hey, come on, let me give you a hand up. It's not charity. I'm just grabbing you and I'm bringing you up to a level where we can talk and we can discuss, and you can like go to your doctor, feel comfortable, get therapy, whatever it is you need to do. And I just think it's so important because there's too much stigma attached to mental health disorders, too much of the old school way of thinking, like, you're crazy. I can't tell you how many fucking people have called me crazy over the years. I got news for y'all. I'm not crazy. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm a little bit chemically imbalanced, yes, but I'm not crazy. And none of my children are crazy. All three of my children, unfortunately, have mental health problems, and I got the genes for me. I'm sorry, y'all. But I would never, ever let a person stand in front of my child and say, you're fucking crazy. No, that isn't acceptable. It's not acceptable anymore. We have to come together as a community, as a race, as a human race, and accept the fact that there are differences in the way that we process or view things because of the experience that we've had. And that is my whole goal of my channel, is to make that more acceptable for people to say, hey, I have a mental health disorder, or I think I might have PTSD. Can you talk to me about that? Absolutely. I might have some depression or dysphoria from being trans, and can you talk to me about that? I will talk to anybody, anywhere, anytime, for any amount of time, because that is what I believe in. That is the hill that I have chosen to die on. I will stand on this hill and I will preach from the mountaintops, and I will die on this hill because I don't want anybody who has a mental health illness to feel less than they are, because you're not less than anybody else. It's just that you perceive things differently and you need things handed to you a little bit differently.
And we need that. And I can't tell you how much I appreciated it. And when me and Oz were on your channel, and most if not anyone knows what I'm going through presently, and not every intricate detail, but for me, before at the time that I officially came out to my family, that I was struggling because it was close to the point where I had lost my stepdad. And, me and Oz had already had multiple conversations, even a live show, to talk about grief during non-belief. And having to go over that shit again on your channel was, it was fulfilling. It's good to feel that you have that safe space to have that conversation, and everything else that you just referenced, as far as, people having the idea of not feeling comfortable with themselves, or feeling confused, or not, feeling accepted or wanted because of their diagnosis or whatever it may be. And, you allowing for that space and striving for that, and, having people behind you to support you and help you, whether it's whether as viewers or behind the scenes like Beck is with you, that's beautiful. I'm all about that.
I'm totally 100%. I have to absolutely, I'm going to just put this out there. I'm sure that's going to make the two of them uncomfortable, but I would be nowhere without Ben and Beck. I would absolutely be nowhere. Ben recognized what I had to put out there, and Beck said, hey, I recognize that you're very technologically challenged, Deb. Let me help you out.
Those are my exact words, technologically
exactly what he said. And let me get you where you need to be so you can reach as many people as possible. And these two men right here, they have supported me 100% all the way. Even when I ask dumb questions like, I forgot how to do this, Beck's like, it's all right. Don't worry about it, Ben. We got this. Let's just put it in. Here you go. You know how to do this. Just take a deep breath. And they're so supportive in what I try to promote, and that I think it's really a great thing about our community, absolutely 100% about our community, meaning the atheist community, is that we are so supportive of each other. Like next week, tomorrow, Ben is going to be on my channel, and we're going to be talking about the mental health disorders and the healthcare workers, because if some of you don't know, I was a paramedic for like 25 years, and student Dr. Ben is 8 months away from graduating as a doctor. So we have to be concerned about that shit. We have to be concerned about the way that it lays down, because we can't help people if we can't help ourselves. And that is just such a huge thing. Like I was talking to you guys earlier about what's going on in your lives and how you're going to do things, and we were talking about things, and we're like, oh yeah, this could be a problem, but it couldn't be a problem. I have to say straight up, I'm going to say straight up publicly so everyone can hear me, I have so much faith. I know faith ain't our thing, but I have so much trust and so much good thought going into yours and Oz's relationship. I cannot wait till you're in the same state, in the same house, being that couple that you are meant to be, because it's going to be so fucking awesome for everybody else, because you guys are going to bloom. I just know it. Y'all are going to bloom. You're going to bloom.
He's a little bit excited.
Yeah, I think so. Look at that.
Deb, it's called a power couple.
That's right. That is a power couple.
They really are, though.
That's what it is.
They are a power couple.
Absolutely.
And to say something like for
100, we just hit 100. We just hit 100.
Keep going. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. We got more to go.
150. That means 150 is away. So let's just do it.
We ain't done, but it's 10 gang. You know what we got to do?
Got a drink.
Oh yeah.
There's whiskey in this. It's not all whiskey though. There's whiskey and apple cider in here. But
Oh my
there is
god,
full-
you guys!
I'm glad you dumbed it down.
Yes. Well, I just met Beck in person and we had beers, so.
I'm sorry.
Keep
I'm
drinking.
very, very emotional person because my
I can't.
emotions
I
are
don't
like
need
on
beer
my
notes.
sleeve.
Well, it's too fucking
Yeah.
bad because now you're at 101.
Yeah.
Yay!
My god, you guys, thank you so much.
It should have happened earlier. Like it should not have taken this long. I firmly believe that. Like this is a long time in coming.
Bree said that they're number 100.
Sorry, I have to wipe my eyes here because I got mascara running down my fucking face here.
I knew you were gonna cry. None of us are shocked. It's okay.
You know what though? This is the great thing is that it's not for me. This is for anybody who needs help. I will be there for you. I will answer anything that I can. I mean, I cover topics from suicide to PTSD to bipolar to major depressive disorder to anxiety disorders. You name it, I will fucking cover it. You send something to me, I will research it. I will go on the air and I will talk about it and make things a little bit more understandable. And where I can, I will bring in guests who can talk about it. You know, like I had a guest who talked about schizophrenia. And that is one that is hard for a lot of people to take because you're like, oh, you're schizophrenic, you're fucking nuts. No, our girl is not nuts.
Never mind.
Our girl just has cats running around every direction and she just needs to wrangle them sometimes. And that's what being schizophrenic is. It's not a death sentence or something that should be advertised as you're fucking crazy. You can't handle it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm so.
And I have to say, like, because of course, like, there's amazing things going on stream with Deb's channel, but how long have we known you, Deb? Like, just a few months now.
I think it's actually been about 6 or 8 months.
6 or 8 months since Deb has kind of joined our community, but since then there's been like, holy crap, allergies.
Yeah.
There's been some shit that like has gone down like behind the scenes. People have bad days. People get in fights sometimes. Like it's not all pretty that we see on screen, but Deb, like, she steps up to the fucking plate. Like she's not just taking from this community. She's giving back every second that she can. And so it's not like this on screen time is great, but that's not the only thing that she's doing here. Like she's been helpful to myself, to Beck, to everybody in this community. She's putting her own things aside and stepping up for other people when she is like no reason to. Like some people that she just met on the internet a few months ago, and now she's putting in a lot more than she's taking out. And so like she's absolutely welcome here, and she doesn't like to think that she deserves all this attention, but like she can fucking deal with it because we're gonna keep talking about her like this.
And she well, at least for tonight, she is going to deal with it.
She's gonna deal with it.
We're gonna do the damn thing. Uncle Ben, I'll go really quick or I'll forget.
Yeah, you're cool.
Well, to take it to street terms, real recognizes real, right? And I kind of live by that. That's the gut check,
Yeah.
speak that I do. And I knew the first time I was introduced to Deb, I was like, oh no, she's team. She's team. She's she's favorite. And it's one of those things that you know it, you know it, right? And there's certain people you meet and you just it's not everybody. That's not everybody. But there's certain people that it's just it's like no, that's this person is part of the collective and what we're trying to do and what we're trying to promote. And yes, by all means, as soon as because Jenna had told me about the stream with Ben, and I went and checked it out. I was like, no, this is a no fucking brainer. Like, let's do that. And Momma Deb, I will say that whether it was given to you or you adopting it on your own, it doesn't really fucking matter to me. But the mama part of your name, the Momma Deb, I love and appreciate, because before my mom passed, that's what everybody called my mom, was Mama Sherry. And and now with not having her, when I watch you and I listen to you, you believe me, you are much more loving and gracious than that woman was. But your mannerisms, and like even like doing that, and you're like doing the like
trying not to cry.
I'm watching, I'm like, holy shit, this is literally like just sitting and hanging out and talking with my mom. A lot of the mannerisms and expressions you make. So
I can see Aunt Kathy doing that too.
Yep. Yeah. She oh yeah, absolutely.
My other mama. Mm-hmm.
But no,
I love her.
Deb, your trajectory should. I agree with what Dan and what Uncle Beck is saying. The trajectory should always be up, because you're focusing on the things that are important, and that's real fucking life. That's real fucking life. It's so easy to get on here and talk about, well, what is the modological argument, and what is the cosmological argument, and how do we know where the fucking universe came from, and but fuck you, and fuck off with that shit, because oftentimes that shit doesn't fucking matter, right? No. And what Momma Deb and and Uncle Beck is helping, and Ben has helped to promote and endorse this, and Jenna has as well. But these are the actual fucking conversations that help people, right? These are the actual conversations that reach people, and in some of the deepest, darkest moments, they need to hear, they need to see, they need to feel, because any of those logical arguments for God, when you're in those states, whether it's depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, whatever it is, PTSD, whatever, all of those arguments for or not for a God don't fucking goddamn matter.
They don't do shit for you.
They don't matter.
Right.
You want to know. First of all, does anyone get it? Does anyone else get it? Do they understand? Do they get it? That's the first thing that goes through your mind. Am I alone? Am I by myself? Am I fighting this alone?
Never.
And then once you realize that no, I'm not, it's, can I trust?
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust to speak?
That's huge.
Can I trust to talk? Can I be vulnerable?
Yeah.
Can I be transparent? And guess what? I know for Momma Deb and for Tengang, and we're all on the same team, so it doesn't matter.
Yes, we are.
It's and I'll say this and shut up, because I said I'd be quick, and I'm not being quick. But
yeah, dude, I'm ADD. I'm holding on to this so hard for you. I mean, I'm really holding.
It's your channel, Oz. Do whatever you want. It's your channel.
That's right.
Just keep repeating it in my head.
But Momma Deb, you provide that same. We've been doing it for 3 years, and you're just now getting kickstarted, right? That's the only difference. That's the only fucking difference. Is you're just now jumping into it and getting started, right?
I am.
And we have 3 years. That's the only difference. But you're doing this. You're loving on people the same way we love people, and you're caring for people the same way we want to. So
I don't even know what to say. Oz, I'm so completely honored that you would talk about me in that way, because like I tell Beck this all the time, and he tells me I'm being an idiot, but I'm a 52-year-old overweight white woman who's raised her children and realized that what I went through in my younger life doesn't have to be everybody's path. I will give you a path that is easier. I will talk to you. We'll talk about anything and everything, because I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and I'm burying it for other people to hear, so that other people know they're not alone. You know what I mean? And I would be absolutely, again, I have to say, I would be absolutely nowhere without my community. I would be absolutely fucking nowhere, because Unfortunately, about a month ago, my nephew committed suicide, and this community rallied around me so hard that I was like, I'm fucking lost. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared and I'm so upset that I couldn't be there for them more. And this community is like, oh no. They came in, they're like, okay, Momma Deb, let's be realistic.
First thing out of my mouth was, that is not your fault, young lady. Don't you dare start that shit.
And that's the way the whole community embraced me, to where I could talk to my adopted sister and say, I'm so sorry that I wasn't there to let Max know that I was an advocate for this. And she's like, Deb, we never let you know that Max had mental health problems. And that was our fault, not yours. And I just, this fucking community is so fucking amazing, because there's no, oh, but you have to believe in God, or oh, but you have to go to church, or but you have to believe this way and do this thing and whatever. There's none of that shit in our community. Our community is open and honest and supportive of each other. And I have never been so honored to be part of a community as I am to be part of the atheist community, and how open and honest people are about what's going on, because that's what I need to do. I need to put myself out there so I can help other members of the community the way that they have helped me. And like I said, y'all have been so embracing and so loving and so amazing to me. I just want to give back to everybody else.
I know Beck's been holding something in for a few minutes.
Yeah, it's killing me. Can I say it now, please? Like, it's
Go
so
for it, and then I'll hop in after you.
Yes. So the other thing I was going to say is,
nope. I'm taking it. Nope. You ain't doing it, brother. So I want to say this. Deb has some really bad back problems. She has to wear a back brace all day. Some days she's laid down for 3-4 days. She can't get up. She can't move around much. And I had a really bad day the other day. And I got a hold of her and I was like, I can talk. And she's like, sure. And I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, my back's killing me. I'm like, I'll go. She's like, no. It's fine. So she ends up eventually on the steps, and she's leaning back on the step, and she has her head on one of the steps. And she's like, oh, there's some relief right there. And I'm like, okay, I better let you go. She's like, no, don't you dare. So tell me the rest of it. What happened next? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. This woman's literally in pain. And this is not the only time that she's done this for one of us. She's literally in pain, and she's like, no, this is just pain. I do this every day. Yeah. This is more important. I'm here for you. And that's exactly what she says. I have pain every day. Don't worry about it. What's going on with you? She's just a great lady. She's like become like a sister to me. And we I don't know. Like she's amazing. She works with autistic children. Let me tell you, every single night she comes in. Anything little he does during the day, during their therapy session, that he does extra or good, she comes in like a proud mom. I just had a baby girl every single day. Oh, guess what he did today? He said this. And I'm like, he did? Because he's nonverbal. So anytime he says something, repeats something, and he knows what he's talking about, Deb comes home like the proud papa, You should see my boy. He has a large penis. Like that.
But and I just wanted to echo something that
serious.
Yeah, I just wanted to echo like what Oz was saying, and like going back again to how we knew that you were gonna fit in well here. Like it's not like I don't shell out everybody's links all the time. Like I'm not going to Twitter saying every time someone's going live, except for very specific people that I know I want to promote and that I would be happy to put my reputation on the line for, because I know that they're going to do a good job. But like I saw you and I knew 100%, like Oz was saying, like real knows real. So like I knew Deb was going to be received well. And this was just a trivia night. Like we're just playing trivia on my channel, and Deb had shown up with a friend to come play trivia, and she came back a couple times, and we're like, we really like Deb. And then so it wasn't an accident that I said what I did in front of Jenna. Like I knew that Jenna's response was going to be that. And I knew Oz's response was going to be that.
Oh, yeah.
So it
You
wasn't
totally did
at
on
all
purpose. I totally knew
unintentional.
that.
It wasn't an accident that this conversation
No, it was
happened. Like,
absolutely-
I knew that their response was going to be that way, and I knew you were going to get traction. So you can say all you want about how you feel like you don't deserve this or you don't know how this happened. The rest of us know exactly how this happened, and it's just you being you, and that's all it is. Like, just keep being you, and the rest is gonna follow because we all already love you.
Oh
Yes.
God, Ben!
Yes.
I just stopped crying. You got to start again.
This is the time that we get to say things at you and make you cry, and you can't do anything about it. So I'm taking it.
I think
Why
that
don't you
it
choose, young
is-
lady?
I am, like, again, I have to say I'm very blessed to be in this community. I was introduced to the community from a friend who's no longer a friend, unfortunately, but and I actually felt like what I'd always been looking for, and I think, Jenny, you can probably relate with this. Like, I remember when I was a teenager and I was just so lost, and I just needed somebody who I could jive with, you know. And I found that in my church youth group. I just felt together. And then, you know, in my 20s, I didn't have that. I didn't have any of that stuff. Now here in my 50s, I find this great group where I finally find that cohesive feeling again, where I'm like, you know what? I belong here. And it's with that feeling that I put my channel out, because I want everyone to have the experience of feeling like they belong, you know, despite whatever your mental health disorder is, or despite what you're going through on any given day. I want you to have a place where you can feel cohesive. And that's the whole point of my channel, because I don't want people to have to go through what I went through. You know, like my grandma saying, how can you be depressed, Deborah? I've seen you smile. Well, if you're depressed, Deborah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and just make yourself better.
Don't say that. I hate that saying.
I know.
Literally to knock someone down and tell them it's impossible.
I know. But my grandma was like one of my very best friends. She just didn't understand what was going on in my life and how things are. But if my mother had been honest and said, hey, listen, Deb, every female on my side of the family has a depressive history, and we're all, and I mean all of us, on some form of medication to help us be better, then it would have given me the tools that I needed to be where I am about 20 years ago. And so, like with my daughter, when she said to me, hey, Mom, I'm struggling. I don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, what do you think's going on? And she's academic, so she's like, I think I have ADHD. Okay, let's explore that. She went to her therapist. She went to her psychiatrist. They said, oh, no, honey, I think you're actually bipolar. Okay, fine. It didn't make a difference to me when she said, Mom, I'm bipolar. And I said, okay, honey, get your meds, take your meds, and feel better about your life. Is it working for you? She's like, yeah, it's fucking working. Okay, then that's fucking great. That is fucking awesome. I want to be the support that I needed when I was 20, 18, 19, 20. I want to be that support for everybody fucking else, because it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable to make these young adults feel like they are less than because they have a mental health disorder. It's not acceptable.
And you know that, yes. And that's the difference. That's the difference as far as me personally, feeling that appreciation and how you approach other people, whether it's around your age or younger. Yeah. And I know that's how I felt gravitated to you. With or without, if Ben had said, you know, inviting you on or having you be more out there and promoted things like that, I would have already felt that need to do that regardless, to be quite honest with you, because that's what I strive to look for and see, because it takes more voices to do shit like this.
Oh, yes,
because it's needed. And yes, we all share in the same kind of group and friends and viewers and things like that. But sometimes you can have a certain number of people that you reach, and then sometimes we can have a certain number of people that we reach. Everyone needs something different. And just on your point with saying, as far as you supporting your daughter, I already automatically know the clear difference of how you approached your daughter in that situation versus how I unfortunately have been approached by my mother quite a few times in similar situations where I am not fundamentally like treated for whatever my true diagnosis of anything is at this point, but I have been either pushed or shamed in the language in which she says, maybe you should go see a therapist or blah, blah, blah. Like there's a way and tone in which she says it to say, you know, she's skating around the fact that she's calling me crazy. And that, you know, obviously your God is not enough for you. So fine, maybe you should go see someone that can help you crazy. There's a difference, and that matters.
Yes, absolutely it does, because I was told that if my faith in God or my faith in the church was enough or was strong enough, that I would not be in this place that I am. And that's not acceptable. It's absolutely not acceptable, okay? Because despite everything that I had, and I'm talking everything that I had, I was not able to pull myself out of this. And I felt like I was a failure as a human being, to the point that I got involved in an abusive relationship because it's the only way that I could feel validated in what was going on in my life. And that's not acceptable. Now, do I hold my parents or my grandparents accountable for that? Actually don't. And the reason being is that they didn't have a better way to think. Now I have a better way of thinking, and my children have a better way of thinking, and we're going to make things better for the generations to come. But I would not ended up in the abusive relationship that I did, and had to have literally have my brother come down and drag me out of a home at gunpoint to save me from an abusive husband. If I had had the support that I'm trying to give to people. And I don't want that to happen to another woman anywhere, or another man anywhere, anytime, ever. I want you to get the tools that you need from my channel, from anybody you can who knows about what's going on. I want you to have those tools to know that you are validated as a human being, despite what's going on in your head, because your head isn't always right, y'all. I want you to know that you are an amazing human being. You have so much potential, and it's just so fucking important. I can't even describe how important it is that we get that message out there to people.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, you have 105 subscribers.
Holy fucking shit.
We're still going. Let's get more. Let's get more.
You're not done?
Oh my god. Oh, the fucking greatest.
Alcohol.
I don't even know what to say, y'all. You guys are just fucking amazing. Like I said, this community is fucking amazing. I'm so looking forward to the next, oh shit, I'm gonna get the wrong fucking word wrong. It's better, or is it best? Better conference?
Better
conference, because I'm gonna fucking be there. I can't wait to meet you people in person and be able to interact with you, and just like you know, like there's so many people like Secular Rarity. He came on my channel. He talked about toxic masculinity. It was so amazing because
I listened to that. That was good.
He's an amazing human being. First
he
off,
is.
Okay, yes. And the way he looks at things are just so like mellow and so like across the board, where it can be.
That's the weed. No, I'm just kidding.
It might be.
It's definitely the weed. Definitely.
It's the way that it can be like presented in a way that other people are like, oh shit, I didn't realize that I was so toxic in my masculinity. And like my husband, I love the man more than I can tell y'all, but he's toxic. He's toxic in his masculinity, and we talk about it all the time. I'm like, baby, why you gotta be like that? It's like, I'm just being with the guys. Okay, you're gonna just be that way with the guys, be that way with the guys. But when you come home, This is not a guy. In case you missed the double D's right here, this is not a guy. Okay, you got to go through things differently because I'm your wife. I may be your best friend, but I'm also your wife. And that whole thing with SR really put things to perspective. He's like, you know what? You're right, because my wife deserves the dignity, the respect, and the love that I have to give, not the bullshit I give my toxic masculine friends at work. So I mean, that was such an amazing episode. I fucking love that episode. It was so great.
SR, yeah, he's the shit.
Yeah, he is the shit. I have to agree with you. He is the shit. But you know, I a little bias. I happen to think that Ben and Beck are the shit too, because they love and support me so many. I can't even tell you guys. I can't even tell you how much.
I just sit here and get high and watch you guys. That's all.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm like, Beck, what am I supposed to do? He's like, okay, calm down, Deborah. Take a deep breath.
What happens after that? Am I helpful? No.
I mean,
Christopher, stop it, because be careful saying crazy shit in the chat, please. Honestly,
okay.
No, not you.
Okay.
Oz,
can I ask you a question?
Yes. One second, please. Yeah. What kind of? Man, like I know we've talked. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fucking kidding me? Yes, please.
What's your question, dear?
My question is, I'm not meaning to call you out on this. I just really want an honest discussion about, like, how do you, knowing you have mental health disorders just like I do, how do you prep your children for the possibility that you might have passed that on to them? Because for me, it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, well, I gave my son some shit, so I feel it.
I've told, well, other than my youngest, she's not, she's only 6.
She's too young.
She's not there yet to be able to know when she's feeling a certain way and what it may or may be. But for the others, and actually I've had more conversations with my youngest son about it than I have any of the 4. And we've talked about depression and ADHD, or just the complete lack of being able to focus or zero in on a particular thing, right?
Yeah.
And how frustrated he gets and how irritated he gets. And so with him, and it seems like so far, but my 2 oldest, and if there's anything that I'm appreciative of, is they seem to have more of their mom's genes in this regard. Is they don't have the ups and downs, and they don't have the dark times, and they don't struggle with attention. They do very well in school. They're very calm and attentive, respect. But my youngest son, he's not one of those like bouncing off the walls type ADHD like I was.
Okay.
But it's more he struggles internally because, and he's told me this, that like that I just feel like something's wrong with me. Because all these other kids are doing this or behaving this way or behaving that way, and I can't do what they're doing, so he and I have been in the process of talking about that, and I've talked to his mom, several times about it, and we're trying to do, medically, what's best. But I've told, the 3 that are old enough, I've told all of them the healthiest thing you can do and the best thing you can do for you so that you can be happy is communicate and talk.
Yes.
And I said, I don't care if there's anyone else on this planet that you feel like you can't or don't trust or whatever. I will always remind you guys, I've been very upfront with all of you about my mental health and my diagnosis and what I've been through and how I've got to where I'm at. And it's never been easy. It's never been easy. It's probably never going to be easy, right? Some steps may be simple, but they still might not be easy.
Exactly.
And I've told him, even if it's just even if it's just dad, I want you to know that whether you're feeling down, you're feeling dark, you're feeling agitated, you're feeling anxious, you can always talk to me, call me, text me, because sometimes all you need to hear is the validation.
That's it. Exactly.
That it's
Oh my
okay
God.
it's okay to not be okay right now. You don't have to figure all this shit out, and you're so young. You don't need to even try to figure all that shit out, right?
Yeah.
Just let mom or dad or whatever, but just let us, first of all, love on you and validate you.
Yes.
So this just may be your part of your normal is learning how to fight through this and battle through this, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean you're any less than your peers. It doesn't mean you're insignificant or you're less capable, so to speak, of any of your peers. It just means that there you're going to have a different path. You're going to have you're going to have a different journey in your stairwell, so to speak.
Sir.
Your stairwell, your ladder, so to speak, is going to look different than your friend down the street or the guy that the guy or the gal, whatever that you go to school with, that maybe you look up to. It may look completely different, and that's fucking okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I think that the biggest thing that is that the statement you made, like, it's okay to not be okay. And that's something that I wish that everyone around the world would embrace, that it is okay. When I wake up so sad and I can't freaking get out of bed and the physical pain is just too much for me, it's just okay to not be okay.
Absolutely.
Whatever it takes for me to get forward and move in my day. And for me, it is honestly dealing with my young man who has autism, because he motivates me to be okay when I'm not okay, because there's so much that he has yet to experience that I'm bringing to him that is amazing to me. It's like when I give him a voice, it is amazing to me. But like for my daughter who's bipolar struggles with it every day, and the best example I had from her, she's like, my skin does not feel like it fits today. It's just wrong. Everything is vibrating. I don't feel right. But yet she shows up every freaking day to teach her 4th and 5th grade classes to make those children's life a little bit better and be a little bit stronger in what they have, because they see their teacher who is struggling but still shows up. And I think that is a big thing in the mental health community, is that we need to acknowledge that there are days when it takes every freaking thing we have to show up.
Absolutely.
Everything we have to show up. And when we show up, we set an example. And there are days when it's okay not to show up. It's okay to be like, I just can't. I just can't today. And that is okay, because you're setting a good example for those who come after you, the youth of today, to see, okay, I need a mental health thing. I need to freaking refocus. I need to get where I'm going to be, and I need to give myself a day to reconnect and be where I need to be. And that is okay. That's something that not my generation, of course, but the generations behind me have made it acceptable, because they've said, like, I freaking can't. And that is okay to put out there. I can't freaking do this. Today is too fucking much for me. Crawl in, put yourself under a blanket, recoup, recharge yourself, and be okay. And that's something that I wish every single person around the world would understand and accept, because it's just the truth. That's just the truth.
Right. And real quick, I want to say a couple things. We have another guest
Oh, yes.
Let's talk to Momma Deb. But a couple things I want to say. But first and foremost, yeah, I will say it over and over and reiterate it over and over again that it's okay to not be okay. And when you try to push yourself beyond that to just be tough, man up.
Yeah. Man up.
Let me tell you where man up
causes people to shoot multiple people in one establishment. Is that
well?
true?
It could be that, or it could be a very personal experience, and I'll tell you right where it ended up me, or sorry, where I ended up is that that's how I was taught, and that's how I learned is you man the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
You just keep trucking, you keep going, and let me tell you where I ended up. I ended up in a psych ward. I ended up laying in a psych ward because I thought that I just had to tough everything out and muscle through and push through and tough through and all that. And guess what? When you're dealing with true, like, mental health diagnosis, all the pushing through and toughing through, it only causes more damage. It only causes more trauma. It only fucks you up more. Right. So I want to say that. And before we bring on our guest, because I've put a couple messages in the chat, but Adam Bone, just so everybody is clear, Adam Bone, and what's up, buddy? Like, I've known Adam for I don't even know how many years now. And Adam and I have done tons of awesome things together. And we do have some disagreements, obviously, on these on some of these topics. But Adam, the only thing I'm going to ask is that we keep it cool here. And once this stream is over, I will create a whole nother stream and we can have that conversation or this conversation there. But this stream is specifically about, first and foremost, promoting Momma Deb's channel. But then, mental health and just shooting the shit and having some fun. So there may be some ups and downs as far as serious moments and fun moments. But I have no problem. I'll create it while we're on stream here. I'll send you a link, and we can have more of that serious conversation later if you want. But I want the side chat and the stream to stay focused on promoting Momma Deb and the content on her channel. So I'd appreciate it if you would respect that and leave it there. And I have no problem creating another stream and you and I chop it up. After the fact.
Please and thank you. I refrained from jumping in, but this is what I just wrote was me being nice. Don't make me get ugly. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just read the room. Just read the room, bro. Just read the room. We're cool peeps. As long as you and everyone else keeps it cool, we're cool. But then, yeah.
Huzzah to Deb.
Oh my God, you guys!
Huzzah.
Thank you. Huzzah.
Before we bring in the next guest, let's have a drink. Let's lighten the mood.
Huzzah!
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Blame it on the loose, catch me in the loose. Blame it on the loose, catch me in the loose. Blame it on
And everybody in the chat, everybody on the screen, we have another guest. It is none other than
Kyle.
How's it going? Hey. Hey, Deb. How you doing?
I am humbled, is what I am. I'm humbled by the love that this community has put out for me, and I'm excited though because with the more subscribers I get, the more people I can reach. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, congrats on your first 100. That's a big milestone.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kyle, I appreciate you're just really chilled the fuck out right now. I love it.
It's the weed.
Awesome. He's just awesome.
Just like SR, it's the weed.
The weed.
Okay.
It is the weed.
And I got a new chair out here, so I'm all comfy.
Are you all comfy and cozy out in your garage?
It swivels.
Ooh, special now. I like that.
And it doesn't squeak. Like, that was huge. Like, with the past streams I was on, my chair would just squeak with every movement. So,
Bro, I'm gonna be happy when I get a chair.
are you still sitting on the floor?
Still sitting
Are you
next to your
sitting
bed.
on the floor?
What the? What? Yes, people, we know this.
Oh, sis. Oh, sis.
Back in the month of July, when I was out of town, I would be like streaming from the side of my bed, and I'm like, "This is what Jenna feels like."
I remember that. Oz, you better have a nice chair for her when she gets there.
Oh,
it's already here.
Woo! I love your man. I love your man, Jenna. I love him.
I do too. I do too.
Well, because you know,
Hey, Ben,
there's something to be said about the king who takes care of his queen, so his queen can take care of her king. There's something to be said about that dynamic. Sorry.
Yes, Carlitha. Yes, I'm on the floor, dear.
It's very well lit though. Like you've got the pillows and the blanket in just the right spot to where it looks very professionally set up. So
That's nice. I agree. That's nice.
That was
Looks very
that was the key.
Actually, Jenna's lying to all of you. She actually sits on our ceiling.
She's still on our ceiling.
However,
Did I hear that correctly?
Jenna, I did get a new wine glass the other day that I'm not using right now, but it can fit an entire bottle of wine in it.
It's like 750 milliliters. This glass.
Yeah, it's bigger. I should go grab it because it's bigger than my face.
You should go grab it.
You should go grab it because I
have wine too. I could put wine. I'm not drinking a whole bottle of wine tonight.
No, don't.
I just want to see the glass. I just want to see the glass.
I want to see the glass, dude. I might want it. If this breaks on my trip to Indiana when I move, I might want it.
Oh, well, you know, he got a good glass. So, you know, if that breaks, just go with what Ben has and you'll be set.
Just go to the hobby store and look for fish bowls.
Holy shit. That's fantastic.
There, look at that thing. Look how big that shit is. Oh my god.
It's like the size of Ben's head.
It is the size of Ben's head.
No, Stephanie, I was promoting your material.
You can see it better not in front of the green screen, but yeah, this is the size. Right, and there's no angle here. Like it's right next to my face.
I need evidence.
It's right here. This is big.
Just missing the hair.
Big glass.
It's fucking big, man.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, how did the Ben and Beck meetup go? You like met in person tonight,
did.
man?
Cool fact. You guys won't believe this, but Ben and I are the same height sitting down. I think he's a little bit taller than me.
Wait, what?
I have a longer torso than legs, and Beck has longer legs than torso.
Really short, and he's more torso than legs.
All right, so hold on. Say this again, because I've met Ben in person. I've yet to meet Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
So who was taller?
Sitting down, I'm taller.
Standing up, but he's taller sitting down.
Oh, because he has a longer torso.
I have more torso and less leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like sitting in the car, opened him, and I was like, "That's weird."
No, it's so freaking weird.
Like, half the time,
That's
you're
interesting.
taller than me, bro.
But that's interesting because in my head, when I view you back on screen, you feel like you're tall.
Yeah.
And then when you tell me that you're just like 5'5", 5'6", no, really.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have some.
I'm 5'6". I'm a hair under 5'6".
What do you have, Oz?
I have some Socratic questions to ask Jenna. How do you feel something through a video?
Oh, I feel it. I feel it too. I feel Beck is tall. Yeah.
Can you feel it,
You can
Mr.
give us-
Krabs?
God damn it,
You
Kyle.
don't feel it?
I don't feel
But I also feel it's really strange because I feel like Ben is taller than me because his personality, his persona is just so big.
And because I have torso and I look like I'm taller in my chair.
In actuality, Ben is shorter than I am.
It's an optical illusion.
I think I'm the tallest one here.
It's an illusion.
And actually, when you meet Cosmic Kyle in real life, he actually doesn't even have a beard.
He doesn't? For God's sake, what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
I feel that he has
this is
beard
all
on screen.
CGI'd on.
Is that what it
No,
is?
I'm very happy that I've gotten to meet all of. I've met all of you in person on this stream. I've met all of you.
That's so awesome.
That's so
so
cool.
And yet,
awesome.
not
I like
all of us
hugging.
have met everyone.
I do like hugging Ben. He's so cute. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
he's.
you're
You know what?
shiny. I
Totally,
like
Jen.
it.
Aren't you like 5'2"?
No, I'm 5'4"
I'm 5'2".
and a half.
Ooh.
I have to say though, like
That's a reach.
Ben's
I'm
persona,
just kidding.
the way he puts himself out
Stick
is
them
much
up, buddy.
bigger than what he is physically. Like when I hugged him, I was like, oh, I just kind of like relaxed
I will
in. I
agree
was
to
like,
that.
yes, I get
I
it.
agree to that.
Yeah,
Wait until you get one of my hugs, Mama Deb.
I can't fucking wait, dude. I cannot
Which?
fucking
No,
wait.
no, no. We're gonna have a hug challenge because I'm the best hugger and cuddler.
Oh,
By
well,
far.
I thought you and me was going for a kiss, but that's just me. Oh,
Which off stream,
sorry.
Oz and Jenna are
Sorry.
planning a fun little trip for my med school graduation, and I can add you guys to that shenanigans if you're
Oh
interested.
boy.
Oh,
Wait, I think you told me
yes.
about this too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy shenanigans.
It's
Shenanigans
it's
are
glamping.
fucking great.
It's not like camping. It's
It's glamping.
I don't camp.
No, we're gonna be in cabins.
It's
We're
cabin.
not
It's cabining.
Kitchens.
It's cabining.
Yeah.
We're cabins.
We're not tenting.
What
I'm not even-
do these cabins look like? What is there AC?
Ooh,
There's
come on
there's
now.
electricity.
Let's
There's
go.
kitchens. There's TVs.
Mhm.
It's a
Like-
cabin, but with
Is it like on the
Fireplace and
border?
all of them.
Here's
No,
Like
it's
on
an
the border of the forest, like
Oh.
where there's a visible road and people. Like
oh yeah, it's in
across the
Estes
street,
Park,
you-
Colorado.
I don't know what the
It's
fuck.
incredibly beautiful. No, there's a little
So, like,
a little mountain
where you
town.
walk- the side you
There's
walk
hiking
in has
too and stuff, but
people.
it's like, yeah, it's in a populated area. It's
The
not in the
other
middle of
side's
nowhere.
woods.
Okay, okay.
What is-
No, it's totally glamping, you
that,
two.
that sounds,
Glamping.
Totally glamping.
that sounds subjective as fuck.
But the
So
cool thing
What
is,
doesn't?
like, we're all gonna hang out and just like celebrate Ben being a
Mostly, we're just gonna
doctor.
hang out and drink.
How
That's
fucking
mostly
cool
what's
is
gonna happen.
that?
And me and Beck are gonna have a smoke off.
Up and eat a lot of food. That's
Is there-
what
Yes.
we do.
is there
Yes.
a city skyline? Is there a city skyline?
It's like an hour away from Denver.
Yeah, maybe if you look really hard, there might be a
An
skinny
hour away
city.
from
Yeah.
Everything's spaced out in Colorado. Like most cities are like 3 hours apart. So
Oh
This is a
damn.
city man,
Because, you
so
know,
he needs
When
something
you
like
get
at
an
least
hour
5
away
minutes
from
away.
Denver,
Mm.
when you get an hour away from Denver, you have a mountain ridge in between you and Denver. That's it.
it's beautiful. This is my
It's
home
beautiful
state.
out there.
So
I've been out there. With
Yeah,
I'm a bit more in than
he.
I'm a bit more in than he is. I'm a bit more in.
Oz
Yeah.
bougie. Oz bougie.
Oz is bougie.
You think I'm
You
gonna
were-
sit outside, fucking lay around in the damn cabin and get high and drunk?
It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to come. I just didn't want y'all to feel
Something.
left out. That we're like we're going on this glamping trip and no one told us about it.
Yeah.
What we'll do is Oz and I will drive up to where y'all is, party, hang out, and then we'll go back to our hotel and Denver.
Fucking yeah. Okay.
You can do that if you want to. Yeah, go for
yes.
it. Go for it.
Let's do this. I like that.
And also, weed is legal and very accessible there. So
Yeah.
Also,
I don't smoke weed.
yeah.
He doesn't
Jenna,
smoke.
Jenna
You
loves
don't smoke?
to eat her edibles, but I don't.
We'll
smoke.
eat the animals.
Well,
and
Jenna-
we'll smoke
It
and
turns
we'll
me.
do
No,
whatever.
y'all, I turn into a crackhead. And I get paranoid as fuck. And I'll literally start pinning blankets over windows like the FBI's here. The FBI's here. We're
True
all
story.
going to fucking prison.
Yeah, but that panic only happens because it's illegal.
Oz,
No,
I'm with you, sir. If I eat edibles, too much edibles, I'm right in the same boat with you.
no,
I
it,
can
it
smoke.
doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I smoke it, if it's an edible.
I can't do any of it because I'm in the military. But some people who will do it are going to, but you don't have to. It's not a requirement to.
Hold on,
Well,
John. Notice student Dr. Ben did a typical. This is a. I have to say this publicly, but it's bullshit. Did the? I can't do it because I'm in the military.
No, it's true. I can't. I'm not
can't.
allowed to.
My son can't either for the same reason. He's
I'll get
not
kicked
allowed.
out.
Yeah.
Did the
Yeah, no, I did that because that's the only reason why I'm not.
I got active duty next week. I can't. I think
No,
I
but
gotta
that's
piss in
the,
a cup tomorrow,
I
man.
would if I
gotta
was
piss in a
allowed
cup.
to, but I can't. I actually can't.
Hey, look,
Well,
I
Jenna,
already told him the day he walks out of the army and he's free of that and he can go have his own
lighting it
practice,
up.
I'm gonna get him so
We're lighting it up.
fucking high he's not gonna walk for 2 days.
We're lighting it up.
I'm just gonna keep him high for 2 days.
Speaking of,
Give me
when we're in Colorado,
food and Chinese food and meat, he'll be fine.
yeah, Jenna, when we're in Colorado, I plan on making a special banana bread over a campfire in a Dutch oven.
Ooh, yes.
Oh my god.
That's what you're gonna do, Kyle. That's what you're gonna do.
That's not with the theme of the
so
food, though,
yummy.
Kyle. You got to get in the theme of Kay's cooking.
Oh, no.
Fuck
See,
cake
I
cookie.
can't.
We're doing cake cookie better.
I
Okay,
couldn't
y'all?
fuck up that bad to be on Case Cooking.
Right
I-
on,
Get a
Kyle,
cupcake
right
and we'll
on.
talk.
Everything I make tastes amazing, and that is totally bragging.
I know. I got a text from BB today that says, "Hey, I need some help making this type of a breakfast." I'm like, "Fuck, color me in, sis, because that meat looks amazing." Just talk about eggs, bacon, sausage, ham, just a
Did someone
whole. Oh yes, that's a good
Bacon.
one. Yeah,
Bacon?
We did. We said bacon.
Assalamu bacon?
salam bacon. Yes.
This man is all for his. He had bacon but a few hours ago. Just a plate full of bacon.
Oh
No,
yeah.
Good. It's good shit.
Plate? A
No,
whole plate?
I buy. No, let's make sure this is done correctly. I buy the big old 2-pound packages of Wright's bacon, and
Really?
I cook that shit up all at the same time, and I literally just eat bacon. There's no eggs.
Bacon's
There's
fucking
no
great.
sausage. There's no nothing. I'm literally looking across my room right now. There's 2 plates of bacon.
Holy triglycerides, Batman.
That was great, Kyle.
I give 0 fucks. Assalamu bacon. Assalamu bacon.
The man loves his bacon.
Apparently.
We got another sub.
Are you serious?
Where do we? Where
Oh
are
my
we at?
god.
We're at 106.
Oh my god.
We
Everyone,
can do better
if
than
you
that.
haven't,
We
if you
can,
haven't,
come on, people.
if you've
I know
already-
there are more people than that watching right now. Get your subs in.
I think
Yeah.
most of
Carlita,
us
you
are
are
busy.
absolutely beautiful.
Probably,
I will-
but no
you
excuses.
bacon
Tell your
anytime,
friends,
baby.
tell your mom, tell your kids. I don't care who's around. Tell your neighbor. Go to your neighbor right now, knock on their door, and say, "Hey, you should subscribe to Momma Deb." Don't actually do that.
Do you want me to,
don't-
like,
or
live
you
stream
can
that
do
and
that,
walk
but
across
don't
the
say
street?
that I told you to. Just do it on your own accord, and then don't make me responsible. But if you wanted to, you can do that.
Well played, Ben. Well played.
Disclaimer.
If it wasn't 11:30 at night, I would totally do that and walk across the street and live stream it. Like, hey, you should
Excuse me.
subscribe.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Momma Deb?
Oh my
Because
god.
Kyle
What are you
is
guys
just
doing
that high.
here? Jeepers creepers.
Because Kyle is just
I start singing it in the song from Book of Mormon, where they're going door to door.
Oh my god.
Hello, my name is Elder Price.
Oh,
oh man.
Oh.
that's funny, Ben. That is really funny. Oh my god.
Speaking of my neighbor, I walked over to a garage sale today, and the lady was selling crystals and different woo stuff.
Yeah.
And she insisted that I take some of her chakra crystals because she said my energy was off.
Chakra. Yes.
Yeah.
Elder Price.
Yes.
You say, well, yeah, I'm high.
Oh, this person was a stoner too. I could tell because she showed me her jar of weed. And
Well, that's what I'm
she,
That's
it's hard to
reasonable.
see. She gave me this obsidian
It's
necklace.
That's reasonable evidence, Kyle.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
reasonable.
but you don't know. Maybe you're not using it correctly because we all know since I started this cult of the Himalayan salt dildo
Yes,
that it
Bob,
all
damn, yes.
you got to try it up your butt first, and if that doesn't work, then we have conversations. But you're just not using this right. You're not using these crystals in the right way.
Cleanse it with moonlight, though.
I've got all the
It cleanses
chocolate
with
crystals
moonlight.
now. So
and the
like,
thing is, because Jenna can back me up on this, that if certain ways that you use it, it's still going to undergo first pass effect and go through the liver, but it doesn't do that. It bypasses that. So you got to put the crystals up the butt, and then it bypasses your liver, and then you get the full energy.
Is that the same concept as like sunning your asshole?
No, that's different. That's different.
You just can't absorb the solar radiation.
We don't no, that's devil worship. We don't do that.
Yeah. So the reason that you're not getting drunk or high enough is because your liver is fucking you over.
So I need to rip my liver out and I'll be fine?
Yeah.
No, you
okay, cool. 1 sec.
Instead.
God.
Just take it on out. You don't need that shit. It's like your appendix. You don't need your liver.
You don't need any of that. No.
My pancreas doesn't work, so.
Really? Well, that's why you're diabetic.
Well, it would if you just stuck crystals up your butt. That's apparently that's
It fucking works great.
crystals up the butthole, and then your pancreas will work again.
Well, I've got this
strawberries. That's great.
I've got this nice shiny obsidian pendant. Will that work? Will that cure my diabetes?
Well, I mean, it is a little small.
Oh. I see where we're going here. We need big crystals.
I'm not spreading pseudoscience.
Not at all.
Big crystals are a steel pipe.
Hey, and
no.
Where did this conversation just go?
I don't know.
I think I just told some people to put crystals up their butthole.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Carlita's learning a lot. She's taking.
I think I said that on a live stream.
I'll use the argument from authority.
I think I'm going to have to explain that on my show.
You might have to.
I said that.
Well, no, Ben. Now I feel like we have to take a Socratic approach to this.
Do not put crystals up your butthole. Don't do it.
What is a good reason to believe that sticking a crystal up one's asshole is a benefit?
Well, I gave you the I profit reasons. Now I'll give you the actual science reasons.
Oh.
Yeah, well, the science reason is it might feel good, but don't, because those minerals are porous and you might get infections, so don't do that. Just don't do it.
Strawberry? Ben?
Do not put a strawberry up your butthole either. No. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Stool references.
Couldn't help it. Had to do
God damn, Kyle.
No, for my disclaimers, like the people who watch like my streams know that it's a joke. The Himalayan salt dildo is our little joke. So it's not a real thing, but
it's a big joke.
It's my fake cult that I use to, combat other weird cults.
Stephanie says not salt crystals yet. That sounds like it might burn a little bit.
Yeah, the reason in the fake cults, the reason is that it burns because it means that it's working. Don't do it.
Any hoot. Don't know how we got off on the. Now we're talking about watermelon.
Crystals up the ass. I don't know how we got there either.
Watermelon? That's too big. Sorry.
Watermelon?
It's not big enough. Go deep.
Jesus Christ.
How do we get to? Hold on. How do we get to watermelon? Rewind that shit all the way back. Let's start over. Let's pretend that crystals and shit and asses.
It's official that we are officially too weird for Oz. This is an astounding moment.
I didn't think that was possible.
I didn't think that was possible either. We did it. We did it, everyone. We did it. We're too weird for Oz.
No, it's not. It's not too weird.
Too spooky for you.
I do generate a bit of income from this.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a little bit.
See, you did this wrong because you should have started an MLM and you would have made more profits by now.
Well, my name is not the Apostle Paul, so fuck him.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. But no, we're about to hit the hour and a half. But the guy that's a myth. The guy that's a goddamn myth. That's it.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Ebus.
The myth guy. But we're approaching an hour and a half, and this is where this is usually where I lose monetization is once we hit the hour and a half and beyond, and we just start talking about random, crazy, wacky shit. As much as I enjoy it, it also costs me money, and I am a businessman. So
that is
No
fair.
worries,
That is
buddy.
fair.
No
Absolutely
worries.
fair.
so before we wrap it up, and we're gonna end this round with Momma Deb. So you get to thank Momma Deb as we do this. But Kyle, you were the last to hold on. We're at 106.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Where's that?
It's really high tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
Darren, I love you. I love you. I know what you're referencing. Sorry. I love that he said that.
Barrett is the best.
What happened?
He said 106 in Park.
Oh, 106. Yep. No, I got it. Okay. Glad we got to make that awkward, just like Gur Mania jumping in. No, what's up, Gur? So Kyle, you're the last one to join, so you'll be the first one to shill. Anything you got going on, man? Anything you want anyone to know about?
Not really, not at the moment. I've not got a lot going on, except I'm on TikTok pretty regularly. So I guess if you want to follow me there, you can follow me at the Cosmic Kyle on TikTok.
On the tickety tick tock. You don't stop the
Nice.
Anyway, Uncle Beck.
I'm subscribed, and I love Cosmic Kyle's TikToks.
I would too if I had one.
Hop on it, Jenna. Everybody has it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't listen to that guy. Don't listen to me.
It is a downward spiral similar to the Nine Inch Nails album. But Uncle Beck, what do you have coming up?
Nothing.
Great. All right. So everybody.
So don't subscribe to my channel and don't go watch it.
That was groundbreaking, life-changing information. Thank you.
I just decided that I'm just gonna randomly stream whenever the fuck I feel like it. So watch.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Fuck them.
All right, and before student doctor, I'm gonna do this just because he called me daddy. So if you go check out Germania's page, he talks about really random shit, and once in a while has a decent debate. And when I say decent, that just means that he has a guy on named Pat, and he does this little thing that we call, let me find it, the Pat slap.
Oh my.
And
Nightbot already know. You already know.
Oh, Nightbot. That's my homie.
That's the homie.
Come on, girl. How long you been hanging out around here? Come on, man.
It's not how you do it, man.
Oh, and Ox are. Hold on, this has to be special as well.
Christ.
Our number one viewer, Ox.
Woo!
Anywho, student
What's
Dr.
up,
Ben,
brother?
what do you have coming up?
Tomorrow, I'm on Momma Deb's channel talking about mental health in healthcare professions. I also have my own shows on Twitch. I do trivia nights every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Anyone is welcome to play. We have a great time playing trivia. Saturdays, we've got Medical Myths at 2 p.m. Eastern time, where I debunk bad science. And then you can also find me. I'm a regular host on the Transatlantic Collins Show and Talk Heathen. So come hang out wherever the fuck I am.
Where the fuck Ben be?
Wherever I'm at.
Yes, obvious.
But he be, you be.
Friday night trivia night.
Where
Don't
he be,
miss
you
it.
be.
And,
That's where we be.
Jenna, we did our announcements up front, but well, I got to talk my shit about tomorrow night's show. I'll let you. I'll let you in this part of it, because I know that this is going to be an interesting conversation for you as well. Even though that you didn't listen to him. You didn't,
Never knew the guy.
you didn't have that influence. But
No.
this is an important conversation for you. So you take that shit.
I'm gonna take that shit though. Thank you, bro. Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why I called you raw. I'm sorry.
What up, bro?
Fanatic's gonna be on on our show, chopping it up with Jenna and Oz. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, Christian hip hop it's never been a thing, even when I was a believer. That didn't make sense. That shit didn't make sense to me. But I can appreciate, as a person that's black, because I just got to pull that card. With him coming out in his initial video and sharing how he felt during his deconversion process is my focus. I'm excited about that. So yeah. And of course, supporting Esther on Tuesday night stream to raise funds to help assist in burying her father.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and as y'all know, that 10 Gang, if there's anything that we're proud of, we love to help, and not just like this is a promotion type night, but that night's going to be that's just helping each other as people, as fellow humans, and that's why the fuck we're here, y'all. As humanists.
I will say we don't always get them, because I know you and I got to give props to say this, because it was major, the work and precision and effort you, Dr. Ben and Beck and everyone else involved in striving to help Purple in her time of need. So we don't always capture it, but that's why there's multiple channels of us. That's why there's multiple community of us that do jump on it and can be the motivators and instigators to help and raise that for people that are in need. So props to y'all.
Absolutely.
I'm glad. I'm happy.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you know anybody that
I'm happy we got her up there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we need to do that shit. We need to do that and help each other. Yeah, as far as tomorrow night, I'll be plugging the shit out of that show tomorrow and promoting it, because it is a big deal. It's a big deal because cross movement, fanatic cross movement, the ambassador of the truth. Like if you're familiar with that time span in Christian music, they were the first like Christian hip hop group that like actually popped, and people like buying records and buying albums and downloading music and doing all that. And he was one of the if not one of the OGs, the OG of that shit, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So we're gonna have a great time tomorrow night. And then last, but fucking not least, and never least, the reason we had this stream tonight is for Momma Deb. And we're, I think last time I looked, we were 106 subs.
Jesus, you guys. Oh my God.
Come on, Ox, you have like 10 accounts. Get it going. Get it going.
Yeah, come on, Ox. Come on,
yeah,
Ox.
He literally has like 14 accounts or something.
With all your
No, I'm kidding.
With all your sock counts, I meant sock counts. To do the damn thing. But Momma Deb, we love you. We appreciate you, and by all means, take the next couple minutes and talk about your channel, what you have coming up. Obviously, student Dr. Ben's going to be on with you tomorrow, but if there's anything else in the funnel that you have planned or scheduled, let us know about it. And we love you. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate the effort that y'all put forward to get my channel the subs that it needs to be out there and be more broadly appreciated. But coming up, I've got student Dr. Ben on tomorrow. Actually, we're going to talk about mental health and medical professional, because there's always a thing where you have to ask who's going to rescue the rescuer. And that's something that we really need to bring some light on, because it is very, very traumatic for those of us who serve in emergency medicine. We're also going to be talking about social work and mental health because we want to really delve into the Medicare, the actual foster care system and how that affects our youth as they're growing up. And it's important to be like a cohesive unit for our children so that we know that they are getting the support they need all the way through. Again, I cannot say thank you enough for the support I've gotten in this community, and I want everyone to know that please come talk to me, come put a suggestion in, whatever it may be, but I will be there. I will talk to you. I will talk about the subject matter that you want, and we will really start ending the stigma that is around mental health. We have to all know that loving yourself the way you are is a great thing. No matter if there's no matter what it is, you have to love yourself for who you are, who you truly are, and that way you can produce positive results for the generations to come. And again, thank you, Jenna and Oz, for being just fucking awesome for me. I can't say enough. But thank you so much, y'all. I love you all.
Love you, Mama.
No, we yeah.
Love you too.
Love you, and now you hit that 100, you can get the customized URL.
Oh my God! What the heck, right?
So fancy.
It's so fancy that Beck's
It's
gonna
so
have to tell
fancy.
me what the heck I need to do with it. So, and again, I have to. If I could for like 1 second, I have to give a total shout out to my producer Beck. He absolutely 100% supports me in everything that I need to do, and I don't understand a whole lot of technology.
As he goes off
there
screen.
for me always. He absolutely like.
Hey, am I on?
Yeah, he runs away because he doesn't like the spotlight on himself, but he does so much for me and supports me not only as a channel, but as a person and as a friend. And I gotta just say, man, I love you.
No.
Okay.
I love you too. Like my sister from another mister.
Oh please, sister, nothing. We ain't even talk about that.
And
Deb's still trying to jump my shit.
Absolutely.
And one of the other sock accounts, there you got like 40 likes now. So
Oh my God.
tell Ger to bite me.
I love that name. I love that people are playing with that.
Titan's anus.
I love you guys so much. I love you so much. Thank you so much for the support and love.
So Deb is now at 120.
Oh my God.
Love you guys in the chat too.
And
Mama, I can fill a wine glass with your tears. You're just
Oh my God, I'm just so moved by
She didn't.
how much
She
this
wasn't
means
looking. She didn't see the new number.
I did. I saw 120.
Oh.
gosh.
Never mind. Yes, she did.
You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you so much because I can't tell you how important it is for me to get what I have to share with the world and how I want to help people out there. And you guys have really, absolutely allowed for me to do what I really wanted to do.
oh yeah. Hell yeah. And it's Deb Tang Gang.
Sorry, I'm one of those people who cries and everything. So
I'm gonna say the same thing that I say when Jenna apologizes for absolutely no reason. Do not apologize. There's no reason for you to apologize. We love you. We appreciate you. There's no need to apologize. We love and again, and you everyone on screen right now, and those in the chat are all part of it. This is Tang Gang. This is what the fuck we do, y'all. This is what the fuck we do. Is we love each other. We help each other. We support each other. We endorse each other. We push each other forward. And Deb, I mean, I hope that you fucking killed Tang's subscribe numbers and view numbers and all that. If anything, that means we that also means we won as skeptics, as secularists, as humanists. We also win. So fuck all that competition shit, right?
There's no competition here. This is just support and love. That's all there is to it. Is support and love.
Absolutely. And that's why we have zero issues and will forever have zero issues.
Get that custom URL, girl. Get that shit.
Get it.
I love you so much, you guys. I really do. I really, really do.
We love you.
Yeah, and I'll close it in saying this. Momma Deb and Uncle Beck, I know you're helping. As far as production behind the scenes and everything, before you do the custom URL, like you guys do whatever you want with the custom URL, but anything before you do that and kind of launch that next phase, if you guys want to do like a review of material or content up to this point with Jenna and I, and just talk about strategy. What's your favorite word that I use? Jenna?
Strategery. Oh, legitly.
No, that's your word.
Oh shit, sorry.
Strategery. You know what that should look like, and now that you can create that, what does that next step look like?
Yeah.
You know, from a YouTube standpoint, because we already know what the basis of your content is, but from from the business standpoint, what does that look like? What does it feel like, look like, all that, sound like? And we would love to help. We would love to help legitly,
because it doesn't stop there.
Very much. And again, I have to give
Legally.
I have to give a big shout out to the person who encouraged me from the very beginning, and that's student Dr. Ben. He has had my back from the very moment that he met me, and I can't say thank you.
He has everybody's backs.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh,
indeed.
Yes. Sorry, I'm an emotional person. I cry over everything.
You making Carlitha cry. Stop it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, come on, man.
Can't be making Carlitha cry.
I'm so happy and I'm so grateful for everything that happened tonight. But I can't say thank you enough for the people who have been absolutely 100% in my corner from the get-go. I love and appreciate you guys so very much, because I would not be able to help the people that I'm going to help if it hadn't been for y'all. So thank you so very much.
We're here to love and help and support, and that's for those on screen and in the chat. We want to, and I'll close it. I'll close it up. Wrap it up like a burrito on this.
Ooh, like a burrito.
Like a burrito. Like a burrito. Oh fuck, where did it go? I'll close it with this comment in the chat, because Ox, you could not be any more accurate in this comment, this statement. And everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting Momma Deb. But I can't compete with Oz. He has Jenna, and you're goddamn fucking right.
Looky, somebody hired the rookie, called the bookies, place your bets, what the heck? They call me skeptic. The shoe fits, so I kept it. Your propaganda wrecked it. Here's your lesson. I'm not the one to mess with. Beast mode selected. Getting paper. Keeps my dick erected. And peak my methods. I've been elected. Bitch, I'm the boss.
So we getting technical now. You take it too far, you get hit with a technical file. My words are my weapons. That's why when I start spinning fast, it's like I pull a technical blow. I was a mile-minute child. Disrespect is my specialty now. My aura's too massive to ever go back to blending with the rest of the crowd. I'm not leaving, so y'all better get used to me. Have your mouth filled with the space for it too. Should be putting in work, you would think it was two of me. Only compete with the man that I used to be. Started lukewarm, but you watching me cook now. No more advice for the atheist cook down. That's your proof and you pulling the book down. When I pull out, told you to look out.
Yeah, we told you out to look out. Yeah, we told you out to look out. We told you out to look out. Yeah, look out. We told you out to look out. Yeah, look out.
Yeah. This is for all you non-philosophizing black sheep, unwelcome, push to the side motherfuckers like me.
Fuck what they say. Gang gang, atheist your way. Yeah. Fuck what they say. Gang gang, atheist your way. Let's get down to business. These bitches got glitches. And you thought you'd dismiss us? Nah. Now I'm laughing in stitches. See, the problem be, it'll be a tragic travesty to come after me. So just know this is how we get down. Respect that shit like a pronoun, bitch. Yeah. Fuck what they say. Tang gang, atheist your way. Yeah. And fuck what they say. Tang gang, atheist your way. Yeah. Fuck what they say. Tang gang, atheist your way. Yeah. Fuck what they say. Gang gang, atheist your way.